Infections in all of my gums. After I couldn't get hard cause the vodka and porno sedated me till I was numb. After I couldn't escape from the basement I rented and went to go live with my mom. After I cheated on people I needed and lied trying to hide from the guy that I was. Then I got sober, the madness was over. Now I am proud of the man I become. Yeah.
Whoa. Wow. Hello friends, welcome once again to Look and Live. You are here with Pastor James Devlin, and this is another reaction video. Hang for life, Hangover Gang, Tom MacDonald fans. Here we are with another one from Tom MacDonald today in Look and Live, and the song we have for you today is Sober. I've been wanting to get to this one, guys. I'm telling you honestly, it's been on my list for well over 4 months, and I'm like, okay, today is the day we are going to react to Tom MacDonald Sober and featured Madchild, Novo Rockafeller, of course. Let's get into the heart of this message.
What up, y'all? My name's Tom. Little while back was an alcoholic. Had a mental breakdown like a year ago. Came close to put me in a coffin. Damn. After the hooker I loved. After I did all the drugs. After I finally got fired for showing up late to the job, hella tired and drunk. After the oxys, I put up my nose with my boss on the oil rigs when I was young. After my ex cut her wrist and the cops thought I stabbed her and beat me, then put me in cuffs. After I totaled my car trying to run from the cops with a kilo of coke in the trunk. After I drank till I rotted my teeth on my head, got infections in all of my gums. After I couldn't get hard cause the vodka and porno sedated me till I was numb. After I couldn't escape from the basement I rented and went to go live with my mom. After I cheated on people I needed and lied trying to hide from the guy that I was. Then I got sober, the madness was over. Now I am proud of the man I become. Yeah.
Whoa. Wow. That was powerful. This is Tom MacDonald at his best here. The level of vulnerability that he is displaying in the song here is, I don't have the words to explain the power that is behind that. Now, I must admit, as a man, this is very difficult for a person like me to do, for many of us to do as men, to be very honest and open about these many past issues, okay? That was very serious. That was very honest, man. Nevertheless, it doesn't make me think less of Tom. It actually helped me to appreciate him more. So this ability to be able to own up to one's negative past or mistakes or sins and own up to it and speak publicly about that, you got to be at a little level character-wise. Your mind has to be at a place where you just have nothing to lose, to the point where you can confidently speak that way. That is actually amazing, man. That is actually amazing. I appreciate that. There's so much power in this. I want to hear the last few lines again.
That I was, then I got sober, the madness was over. Now I am proud of the man I become. Yeah. I'm finding someone that I know again. I started climbing out the hole I'm in.
Yeah.
Fighting demons and I know I win. It's time for me to mend these broken wings. Life has been hard, I know it gets better. This is a war that I'll fight forever. I have my scars, I'll always remember when I lost it all and never surrendered.
Wow. All right, let me see if I can repeat that particular verse here in the refrain. I am finally someone that I know again. I've started climbing out of the hole that I am in. No, that of the hole that I'm in. Fighting demons, and I know I will win. It's time for me to mend these broken wings. Life has been hard, but I know it gets better. This is a war that I'll fight forever. I have scars I'll always remember when I lost it all and never surrendered. Powerful. This speaks volume for many of us who are either have or in a similar struggle with similar habits as Tom has portrayed in his lyrics here. I can relate to this in so many different ways. When I look at my own personal life, in ministry, outside of ministry, in church or out of church, these are real stuff this man is talking about here. And not to somewhat relate with that, maybe you're not human enough. But the fact of the matter is, we are either going through something similar or of the same sort. Powerful content, but I love the silver lining here. There is hope, though. You can climb out of that hole that you have dug for yourself. You don't have to remain lost. There is a way out the darkness, right? There, you can walk into the light. You don't have to remain confined to this prison cell that you've built for yourself. There is a key to open the door, and I think it's worth talking about that. And let me hear Madchild side of the story here. Let's go back to the song.
What up, y'all? My name's Madchild. I've been off the Xannies for a while now. I was waking up feeling suicidal, but I think I'm finally starting to smile now. Man, I lived a hell of a life. I've been to hell and back twice. Lost $10 million, 3 different addictions. Don't tell me about paying the price.
$10 million. Oh my goodness.
From penthouses with top models, hanging with strippers with pop bottles. Anxious and hiding alone in my room from the world. I was pissing in pop bottles. From chart top and being a role model to flop records and lost follows. When I cop product got a month's worth. When I left the spot, cops followed. Saw a photo, it was only face, cause I was 85 pounds overweight. Mental breakdown trying to catch a plane. Wasn't Madchild, I was only Shane. My puppy Lola was my only gang. Had to put my baby in a grave. I walked away from every brick I laid so I could build a new wall to keep me safe.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Powerful. Powerful. Yeah, Madchild certainly has bars. Yeah, I love his flow and his voice as well. But that level of honesty here, talking about one personal mental illness, mental health, personal struggle and addiction, it needs to be spoken about. Just the context in itself is so powerful, but they're not talking about it as something that they embrace. They're talking about it as something they have overcome. And I think this is big for many of us who might be going through addiction issues as well. If they can overcome, you can overcome as well. You know, the same way they found a way out, I believe there is a way out for you as well. You're going to have to believe that, you know. Yeah, let's finish the song. This is amazing.
I started climbing out the hole I'm in, fighting demons and I know I'll win. It's time for me to mend these broken wings. Life has been hard, I know it gets better. This is a war that I'll fight forever. I have my scars, I'll always remember when I lost it all and never surrendered. When you fall down,
Yes.
the world's closing in. You can get up again, up again.
That's it.
Life has been hard.
Powerful, powerful. Did you hear what he said here, guys? Are you paying attention to the content of this song? Man, this is amazing. This is good. I have to admit, this ought to be one of the best Tom MacDonald songs I've ever heard. And I got to be honest with you. He has so many good musics, man, and it's hard to pick because it speaks about so many different issues. You know what I'm saying? So there's the mental illness problem. There is the issues in politics. There is the double standard. He speaks about his personal struggle, his religious affiliation with certain things, you know, just addressing the system. Tom MacDonald comes from different ways and different angles, but when he goes into the mind, he speaks about the mental illness here. He's addressing mental health. He's talking about his own personal struggle. This is the best version of Tom you're gonna get, because what he's doing here is relating with so many people in their personal experiences in ways that no other songs could do. This changes life more than anything. Many songs, yes, are informative, yes, are causing you to say, let's rise, let's protest, let's stand for what we believe, right? That patriotic spirit is great. But when Tom MacDonald does this is healing. This is what really brings people to a place where they can find a way out of their troubles. This is what set people free. That is powerful stuff. All right, let's bring it to a close.
I know it gets better. This is a war that I'll fight forever. I have my scars, I'll always remember when I lost it all and never surrendered.
Thank you, Nova. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Madchild. Powerful content. I know I'm late. I'm late. Boy, is there so much power in this? That was amazing. Well done. Well done. I don't need to say anything else. I think the song spoke for itself. I mean, it was very honest, very true, very vulnerable. And there was so much hope in this as well, you know. And I love the simplicity of the music. Just them being honest, talking about the real struggles here. Just the idea of confessing, right? Let's look at the word confessing. The word willing to confess, confession, right? They were saying it just like it is, verbally acknowledging the issues for what they are. It's one of the best ways to be free. You know what I'm saying? So the first step to change, or the first step to freedom, and first, particularly for someone who is addicted to something, is to acknowledge that you have a problem. And what they were doing here, they were exposing themselves for what they really are and talking about the problem. And it's like, it's been said that sin grows better at night. When you put sin out in the light, it dries away. And what I'm saying is, the more honest you are with yourselves, is the freer you become. The more you can confess publicly to the right people, of course, is the more freedom you will experience. But I will take this one step further to say, when you confess your sins to Jesus, you will experience the greatest freedom of all. In Proverbs 28 verse 13, it says, "He that covers his sins shall not prosper." So the first portion of the text says, if I'm dishonest about what I'm doing wrong, I'm not going to prosper. You understand? I remain in bondage. I remain stuck in my ways, whether it is addiction, pornography, liars and thieves, whatever it is, masturbation, you name it, right? The more I hide it from God, is the worse I become, is the more of a slave I become to these habits. But there is the way out though. The way out is, whosoever confesseth and forsaketh them shall have mercy. I want you to see those two words like here. The word confesseth, right, is to confess. Confessing something means is self-accusing. It's saying, I'm responsible for this. I don't blame anybody else. I blame me, right? I own up to my own mistake. That is the way out. And once you confess, it says you also have a job to forsake it. God says, I'm going to give you mercy. Amazing. So if you find yourself guilty of any particular sins in your life, take the time after this video to confess it to God. Confess it to God. Tell God honestly what you've done wrong and what you feel the impression of the spirit that you are guilty of, right? You feel in your spirit, I'm guilty of this thing and I need to stop, right? It's wrong. Confess it to God. Learn from Tom MacDonald and Madchild and Nova Rockafeller here. Be honest with yourself. Be vulnerable. Go to the cross and surrender these things to Jesus. He will give you mercy, forgiveness. He will restore you. All right, friends, I don't have to say anything else. The song was powerful in itself. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Nova. Thank you, Madchild. Thank you, Hangover Gang for life. Thank you for what you guys do. Powerful music. This is my favorite of all Tom MacDonald's music. I think that's what took me so long to get to it. Anyway, thank you so much for this video, guys. Did you enjoy the content? Do you like this type of videos? Don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to put your comment below, your commendation below. Thank you for all you do. God bless you. I love you. And as always, until next time, look unto Jesus and live by faith. Have a good one. Bye.